Hello, folks. The MegaMets podcast is back.
Sorry, it's a bit late though, because Fortnite, obvious reasons.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know. But before we begin, I do want to say the Giants just keep letting us down.
Tell me about it. I mean, I did say that Arizona game was Pyrrhic in victory context, but then again, not as bad as what happened to the Jets.
The Jets had it bad. What happened to them?
Lost Aaron Rodgers 75 seconds into their first drive.
Oh, yeah, that was at week 1. That was like a massive disaster.
Hence why that was an even more Pyrrhic victory than what the Giants got last week.
It was a Pyrrhic victory. One, the Giants got basically obliterated. That was embarrassing.
At least they're getting Saquon back this week, next week at best against Seattle, the week after against Miami at worst.
Indeed.
In any case, we welcome you to our tonight's a doubleheader, Pro Wrestling Noah's Grand Ship in Nagoya, and New Japan's Destruction in Kobe 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the Nagoya card.
Yep.
We start with an 8-man dark tag. Mohammed, Yone, Daiki, Inaba, Hiroki, and Owada versus Akitoshi, Saito, Atsushi, Kotoge, Stallion, Rogers, and Daichi, Ozawa.
Damn.
I don't know what caused the Funky Express to split up, but whatever reason, then I don't care. I never really thought that Saito or Yone were very compatible anyway.
Go figure.
I'm trying
to find a card for it. There it is. NJPW Destruction. And they haven't updated. It's Destruction in Ryokoku. Why does it say Destruction in Kobe?
Kobe's the first one. Ryogoku's in the back half.
All right. So they're promoting 2 events. All right. I got it. So basically we have ourselves an 8-man tag team dark match.
But this is in the Noah card, not the New Japan card.
Mm-hmm.
My pick to win, I'm going to go, I guess, Saito, Kotoge, Rogers, and Ozawa. What about you?
I'm going for the other team.
Okay, next up, junior tag match, Hajime Ohara and Tsuji Kondo versus good-looking guys Tadasuke and Yohei.
Ooh, that might be nuts.
Considering good-looking guys trying to get on a roll, I'm going to give this to Tadasuke and Yohei. Especially when you consider what GLG's got on their plate on Sunday.
Indeed.
Who are you taking?
Hold on a moment, because I'm trying to find, I believe the card. For whatever reason, you didn't provide me the link to the card.
I did give you the Noah link. Let me put it in.
Oh, you did. No, you didn't. I had to look up the one for the NJPW Destruction. I can't even find the one for the other one, since we are doing a double whammy. Anything?
Hold on. There is details. Damn it.
Take your time. I guess none of us were a bit prepared for this sort of thing.
Oh, the match card was at the bottom. Okay. Copy. Sending the Noah link now.
Roger that.
Check your Discord for DMs.
Roger. Excellent. Now I can hopefully be able to do this properly. Let's go.
You're going to have to go on the top, not top to bottom in this case.
Wait, bottom to top? I forgot. They do things a little differently. All right, so we have our match. Oh, yeah. The main event's all the way at the top, which means I got to go to the bottom. And they still haven't finished with the translation. We have the dark match, 8-man tag. That was done. Now we have the next Yohei and Tadasuke versus Shuji Kondo and Hajime Ohara.
Yeah, and I picked GLG.
I picked Kondo and Ohara.
All right, next up, 6-man tag match. Takashi, Sugiura, Manabu, Soya, and Masa Kitamiya against the Real faction, consisting in this case of Kazuyuki Fujita, Hideki Suzuki, and Shuhei Taniguchi.
And
for Sugi, this is about getting vindication for basically Hideki Suzuki stealing Sugi-gun right out from under his nose and reorganizing it as Real.
Damn. Just damn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make my vote. I'll take Fujita, Suzuki, and Taniguchi.
So you're going Real?
Yep, Real.
I guess I'll go Real as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Daga versus Junta Miyawaki. For those wondering, why isn't Daga defending the GHC Junior Tag titles? Well, it's because Chris Ridgway had a personal issue. He had to go home to England, and they vacated the GHC Junior Tag title.
That's a bummer.
Tell me about it. So, Daga is going to be filling his time up with this match against Miyawaki, who returned from excursion last year.
My vote's going to be on Junta Miyawaki.
I'm taking Daga.
Figured you would.
Because of how vicious he is.
He can be quite vicious.
Next up, Katsuhiko Nakajima and Adam Brooks take on Keno and Lance Anoa'i. This is done as basically the last leg of Brooks and Anoa'i's schedule post N1 victory, where basically Anoa'i, in his mind, more or less got cheated out of winning the B block because of the injury to the concussion suffered by Daiki Inaba. And Adam Brooks didn't really do that well in the A block.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this to Keno and Anoa'i.
I'm giving it also to Keno and Anoa'i.
Next up, a 6-man tag that features Kaito Kiyomiya, Ryohei Oiwa, and Eita against Naomi Chimura-Fuji and the Stinger duo of Yoshinari Ogawa and Leona.
Uh-huh.
As tough as this match will be, I'm going to give this to the younger crop, Kiyomiya, Oiwa, and Eita.
I'm giving it to the veterans, Marufuji, Ogawa, and Leona.
Fair enough. Next up, the GHC heavyweight tag titles on the line. Jack Morris and Anthony Green of GLG take on Real's Saxon Huxley and Timothy Thatcher. With Morris and Green the challengers, Thatcher and Huxley the champions.
This is going to be an interesting fight, to say the least.
You've got, on one hand, you've got Morris for GLG and Huxley for Real, the power guys. There's two men who predicate themselves on power, whereas Green and Thatcher more focus on finesse and technique. Especially when you consider Timothy Thatcher as one of the most dangerous technical wrestlers on the planet.
Damn. Just damn.
Do I think GLG pull off the upset?
They better. I'm putting my vote on them.
I'm going to go Real. Saxon Huxley's a madman. But if he slips up, it could go to GLG.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we'll get to the GHC Junior Tag Title match. Originally, as mentioned, it was supposed to be Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf against Stinger, but we already mentioned what happened with Ridgeway. So taking their place to fight for the vacated tag titles, Alejandro and Ninja Mac.
A battle between 4 masked talents. This should be fun.
I think it's going to be the brotherly bond between Bane and Wolf that decides this one. I'm giving it to them to walk out as the 57th G.
I'm having them be the ones too. My vote's on Bane and Wolf.
Next up, a rivalry that stretches to their trip to AAA. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. puts the national title on the line against his old rival, Psycho Clown.
Oh my God, Psycho Clown. Jeez, he's terrifying to look at.
I know. Good thing I didn't bring my girlfriend on, my Arkansas girlfriend of a sort on, and she never got a good look at Psycho Clown. Yeah, she's chlorophobic.
Yep.
Is Shelby afraid of clowns?
I don't know if she is.
If Hio wins this, he'll break the single defense record for the national title. If he loses, the belt's going to another mass nutcase man from Mexico, and that belt's in jeopardy with how much of a nutcase Psycho Clown is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give this one to Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Guess I'm going psychotic. I'm taking the Psycho Crown.
Next up, Hayata puts the GHC Junior title on the line against a former Stinger buddy of his, Seiki Yoshioka. It may
This
say
will be
Yoka,
interesting.
but it's Seiki, trust me.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a tough one indeed.
Hayata can be vicious when he wants to be, but Yoshioka's got a lot of speed to him. Brought out the old silver dollar. Heads, it goes to Hayata. Tails, Yoshioka. Say when.
Now.
Didn't hit the ground and hit behind me. Let me try again.
Try again.
Flip that time. Tails. We're getting a new GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, indeed. My vote's
But
on
then again,
that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they let Hayata keep it, given that his story is he's been trying to break Ishimori's record for most individual defenses with that belt. Finally, the main event. Jake Lee puts the GHC heavyweight title on the line against the N1 victory winner, Go Shiozaki.
This is going to be a hell of a main event.
Mm-hmm. But look at who Jake Lee has taken out to become GHC heavyweight champion and hold on to it. In March, he beat Kaito Kiyomiya to get it. In April, he knocked off Katsuhiko Nakajima. In May, he took down Naomichi Marufuji. In June, in the very same venue this event's being held at, I might want to add, he knocked off Takashi Sugiura.
Wow.
Shiozaki may not make it easy, but the amount of chip damage he suffered the last couple of years with the amount of injuries he's taken is piling up.
Someone's got to give.
Yeah, what's going to give? The aura of invincibility of Jake Lee, which has taken a hit after a pair of draws in the N1 plus the loss to Keno? Or is it going to be Shiozaki's body? My money is on the latter happening. What about you, Jose?
If I were to make a decision, I'd say it would be on Go Shiozaki.
In terms of his body giving out or him winning?
Yeah, his body's going to give out sooner or later. I don't think he's going to win it.
So you're taking Jake Lee.
I'm taking Jake Lee because at this rate, there's like nothing left.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, there's only one man who is going to knock Jake Lee off the perch. It's going to happen January 2nd, Ariake Coliseum, and that's Keno.
Go fig.
Now we got that out of the way, let's move on to New Japan Destruction in Kobe.
Destruction 2023 in Kobe, Japan. There's actually 2 events. One's going to be on the 24th, the other in Ryoku in October. But they've already at least revealed the card.
For that one, anyway.
Guess we're going to do a double whammy.
Nah, we'll save the 9th for another day.
Fair enough. Let's get started.
Okay. We kick it off with a non-tag title match between IWGP Junior Tag Champs from Bullet Club, Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney against Tiger Mask and Kevin Knight. And Tiger Mask is the main reason it's not for the this match is not for the IWGP Junior Tag titles because she has been bouncing around between New Japan and Impact lately.
I figured.
After Kevin Knight beat Connors in a tournament that occurred at the All-Star Junior Festival USA in Philadelphia back a few weeks last month, Knight essentially got himself and Kushida an IWGP Junior Tag title match. But with Tiger Mask as his partner, I don't see him see the Jet getting the W for him and his team. I'm giving this to Bullet Club.
I'm giving it also to the War Dogs.
Don't let me send those dogs into the street.
Indeed.
Next up, a 6-man tag. Just 5 guys versus the House of Torture. Sanada, Doki, and Taka Michinoku versus Evil, Yujiro Takahashi, and Dick Togo. At the G1 Finals, the House of Torture physically stole both the IWGP World Heavyweight title and the King of Pro Wrestling Provisional 2023 belt. And ever since then, Evil and Sho have been flaunting this in the face of Sanada and Taichi, respectively. This will play into later in the night. Either way, my pick for this, House of Torture, as much as I hate these bastards.
Just damn.
Next up, 10-man tag war. Bullet Club versus GOD. For Bullet Club, Gabe Kidd, Chase Owens, Alex Coughlin, Gato, and David Finlay versus Tamatanga, Tangaloa, Hikuleo, El Phantasmo, and Jado. This is to set up the matches at Destruction Ryogoku with Hikuleo against Chase Owens, Phantasmo. No, it's Tangaloa against Chase Owens, excuse me. Hikuleo and El Phantasmo challenging Coughlin Kid for the strong openweight tag titles, and Tama versus Finlay for the Never title. On October the 9th in Ryogoku. I'd say GOD picks up the momentum in this one.
I have to agree. They need to. But I've been noticing there's like a lot of like half of the card is all tag matches, but the rest are all singles matches.
Next up, a pseudo preview for a 3-way at Ryogoku over the IWGP Junior title. Lee Yo, also in preparation for their run to try to repeat as Super Junior Tag League champions later next month, take on the duo of IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Hiromu Takahashi and Bushi.
Los Ingobernables de Japón.
And for those wondering why this is a pseudo setup, it's only because 2/3 of this triple threat for the IWGP Junior title in here. The other piece of the puzzle missing is Speedball Mike Bailey. Speedball got the title shot by winning a tournament at the Junior Festival, but the next night, Leo got a tainted win over Hiromu and basically said, I challenge you for the Junior title. And this was after Hiromu was giving his title shot to the title match to Mike Bailey. He said to Leo, okay, and this kind of pissed Speedball off, so the New Japan Championship Committee decided, why not just put both of them in?
Not surprising.
A way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Figures.
And maybe if both don't win the match, we could get Mike and Speedball teaming with the Octopus Jonathan Gresham for Super Junior Tag League. And I've already come up with the name for the team, even though Speedball has told me he hates the name I came up with for them. Want to know what name I gave the duo?
Who?
I gave Speedball and Jonathan Gresham the tag team name of Takoyaki.
Figures.
Get it? Speedball, Octopus.
Oh, I get it, all right.
I know, a bad joke.
Jokes aside, you at least nail it that much.
Next up, tag match. The Mighty O'Neil, Zack Sabre Jr., and Bad Dude Tito take on Chaos's Kazuchika Okada and Tomohiro Ishii.
My vote's on TMDK.
I'm going to go Okada and Ishii. As for the other match we skipped, I'm going Lee Yo.
I'm going for Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Okay.
I nail it right.
Next up, Daichi versus Sho for the KOPW provisional title. Okay, here were the stipulations for this. Daichi wanted it simple since he knew barring the House of Torture from ringside would be a moot point. So he had it stipulated seconds handcuffed. All the members of Just Five Guys and the House of Torture handcuffed to each other. Sho, on the other hand, wanted this 10-minute match where there were going to be so many restrictions, and make it so damn lopsided that it was almost guaranteed he was going to walk out with the belt in hand.
That's wow.
Ultimately, the fans went with the seconds handcuffed. Unfortunately,
yes, that had to be the better choice.
Yeah, on paper. But in execution, it might not pan out. Because once we get a fucking ref bump, what's Sho going to do?
Absolutely
Go over to the ref, pick his pocket, and take the key to the cuffs out.
Of course.
That's why I got this bad feeling in my stomach that Sho is walking out with that title and gaining full possession of it.
I'm voting on Daichi. He is not losing that championship.
Personally, I would have rather had, and which is why for the Ryogoku main event, it's Sonata versus Evil for the world title in a lumberjack match.
A lumberjack match would have been much better.
I don't think so. Lumberjack matches have usually played to the heels' favors in New Japan that I've seen. The only time it played in the favor of the babyface, it was Tanahashi versus Prince Devitt, a.k.a. Finn Balor, at this event in 2013, where Tanahashi had basically the entirety of Hontai at his back.
Wow.
And I mean everyone in Hontai. Hiroki Goto, Tetsuya Naito, Tomoaki Honma, Hiroshi Tenzan, Kushida, Captain New Japan.
That's nuts.
Togi Makabe, and so on.
And so on.
A Bullet Club that was in its infancy at the time. Where it was just Devitt, Tama, Fale, and Anderson. And Tanahashi won that match soundly. I'm taking Sho as much as I hate him.
I'm taking Daichi.
Don't blame you. Next up, Bishamon versus the Mighty Don't Kneels, Shane Haste and Mikey Nichols for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles.
Bishamon versus TMDK, Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste for the IWGP title. Bishamon will retain.
I would agree to that. Question is who gets them next is a big part of the issue. Next up, Shingo Takagi versus the Great Okan. I don't know what the stakes are in this.
I don't even know what the stakes are either. What the hell?
I don't know how it's going to pull it out, but these two have always best put each other to the test. My pick, I'm going to go Shingo.
I'm also going with Shingo.
Naito up, Tetsuya Naito versus Jeff Cobb. Now, I'm a little shocked that this is not for Naito's title opportunity. Maybe they'll have Cobb beat Naito here and then force him to put it on the line in a rematch in October. I don't know.
Well, pretty much.
As the October card hasn't been filled out completely yet. I give that at least another week before we get the full card.
Hopefully. Remember, they said that the card will change.
True.
So I'm going for Naito.
I'm going to go Cobb if they play it up like I think they're going to do it. Cobb wins this match, challenges Naito again, and this time puts his title shot at Wrestle Kingdom on the line, and Naito beats him in Ryogoku.
That would work.
Finally, the main event. Yota Tsuji challenging Will Ospreay for the IWGP US. Oh, sorry, UK Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, but they still say as single man for the IWGP US title. But now they have to change. Oh yeah, because despite Ospreay renaming the title to the UK Championship, the match is still listed as a US title match by NJPW.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they do that?
Well, unlike us, Will doesn't really have much of a connection to the United States of America. He's Brit born and raised.
And that's a shame.
Got that right. But like with the world title, I don't see Tsuji getting this one either. I'm giving this to Will.
I probably will do the same.
As for how I did Collecticon this past weekend, I mean, I got this. A little souvenir for Sarge putting me in the Cobra clutch.
I found that humorous.
I know.
But hey, you had fun. That's what matters.
True.
Okay.
I even asked Johnny Young Bosch about that lost Zexel dub.
Did he say anything?
Well, he said that if the case didn't get dropped, we would have loved the Zexel dub by Bang Zoom as it was closer to the Japanese cuts.
Why the hell? The lawsuit should have dropped, honestly, because 4Kids bungled it badly.
Don't you mean Konami?
Oh yeah, Konami yeah, agreed. Konami bungled this shit bad. They were gonna win that.
Though to be fair, you can't blame them for being pissed at how 4Kids bungled the previous two series with.
They bungled. I already mentioned that enough when I did my playthrough of Link Evolution. I already said that enough.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, they screwed up by rushing through GX and 5Ds and not letting the full.
It's not that they didn't rush it; it's that they had no choice. Konami and TV Tokyo forced 4Kids to go into 5Ds because 4Kids was willing to do the last season. They were all set for it.
Well, even if they did, whether they dumbed it down because of the darker tones, I mean, we've seen Japanese cuts of the final season of GX.
I've seen them, and I love them, especially the final season of 5Ds. It had some of the best moments.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they cut off Leo finally becoming a signer.
They also cut off a few episodes because of the lawsuit, like how Jack got Red Nova Dragon.
Mm-hmm. And I did buy one other thing at the con.
Yep.
Full Metal Edition.
Nice.
8th volume.
That is big.
Got in a bargain bin for like $5.
Wow, that's luck. Nice.
And Johnny said if JoJo Part 7 gets greenlit, he's willing to return to reprise the role of Johnny Joestar. Since we all know Pat Sykes is going to come back to reprise Dio. Know what I mean?
Yep.
Diego Brano's a different version of Dio, but I still wouldn't be surprised if they got Pat to play the role again.
Yep, I agree.
In any case, folks, that's it for tonight's MegaMets podcast. We'll catch you next Saturday for our Wrestle Dream predictions, and then Monday we're back to do our MLB playoff predictions. Monday, October 2nd.
Yeah.
For now, leave a comment, smash the like, sub to both our channels. This is Mega Man and GMX 2128 signing out. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.
Indeed. That was good.
That was.